Hey guys, and welcome back to Aeroaviation. Today we'll be flying from Detroit Metropolitan Airport to Amsterdam's Schiphol International on board Delta Airlines Premium Select option. Today we'll be on board a new Delta A350. Our journey begins in the Detroit Metropolitan Airport in the McNamara Terminal and the Detroit Sky Club Lounge. To get into the lounge, you have to go up this really long escalator. The lounge is huge, with tons of great seating options. We were here in the dinner time, so there was lots of food options. There's also a nice small minibar. We were seated on the left side of the lounge, where you can overlook the airport. Isn't that so cool? You can also see the other Delta Sky Club Lounge, which is a bit smaller, but is that a soda machine? Lucky! Scattered throughout the lounge are also many printers and large espresso machines. After the lounge, we had to head to our gate. Now, we were on an international gate, and I had a little bit of trouble getting to the actual gate to board the plane. I ended up finding it, and it was time to board the plane.
Hello. Can I help you find your seat? You know where to go?
22J.
Yep, you're on that side, honey. Go to the right.
Thank you. Once we boarded the plane, the flight attendant gave us a wet wipe to wipe down our seat. That's the first thing I did once we got on the plane. And here's the seat. Each seat has an adjustable headrest that can be raised and lowered. So right here I've got this little closet storage area where I have my amenity kit. And down there is your 2-prong noise cancelling headphone slot. Here are our seat controls, which we'll come back and look at in a minute. And our TV remote that just pulls out like that. For our massive TV here, which is like huge, and when the person behind you reclines, it can actually pull out just a bit. And right here is a coat hook and a little seat back pocket there, and down there we've got a USB port and a universal plug. On the right side here we've got our tray table, which you just pull like up there, that comes out, and that folds out, which can come closer to you and move away. And that can just fold back. This button right here is for your footrest, but you do have to help out a bit, but it does come out. The middle button is for your leg rest, which just pops out, and it's very nice. And this button back here is for your recline. And the seat actually reclines a really generous amount. Here is a legroom, which is actually really good for me being 5'2". Here's a legroom comparison for someone who is 6 feet. Also individual air vents and reading lights that you can control with your very handy dandy remote. Right, so the first thing that we have here is a very nice blanket and a very thick pillow with the Delta logo on there. It's very nice and soft. What we have here are some noise cancelling headphones with the Delta logo on it. They're very nice. We've got this Delta Premium Select To-Me amenity kit bag. Alright, so inside of it we have an eye mask that is not the best, lip moisturizer, some nice comfortable socks, looks like some earplugs, a toothbrush, a mini toothpaste, and that's all. And here are all of the contents once again. Shortly after, it was time for pushback. Now, there weren't any welcome beverages or welcome services. They just greeted you and gave you a wet wipe to wipe down your seat. That's about it. Maybe Delta could have done a little bit better, but hey, I'm not complaining. Let's have a great flight.
Put the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front.
categories: movies, series, my flight, which I think is a flight tracker. So this is our route from Detroit, going down like that, here to Amsterdam. And we can also see all this. Here under movies, they have many options, and they have many more categories. Honestly, I think that Delta has one of the best entertainment systems out there. Like, there's so many movies to choose from. Also many games here, which you can just scroll through. My favorite is this one. You can play it touchscreen or with your remote, but you have to hold your remote sideways. So here's one thing that I don't like. Once your leg rest is out and your footrest is open, you don't really have much room here with your feet because of this very bulky seat back pocket. So it's honestly like kind of hard to like get really comfortable here. Now I hate pressing that button, but my headphones weren't working. So I called the very kind flight attendant and asked for a new pair. These ones worked. Here's the bathroom. It has a vanity mirror with lights, and it's not that big. I do like the full mirror though. There's also a hand flush button and a foot pedal flush. On the sink you choose hot or cold. There is a sensor, but I figured out about it after. There is just some soap in there, it's a paper towel. And the trash can has a foot pedal, or you can just stuff it in there. The meal is here. We've got a little bottle of water, a little napkin with some utensils in it. So you get some plastic utensils that look like metal, but they are plastic. You get a fork, spoon, and knife. You get some salt and pepper, and a toothpick. I chose to have the chicken. There's an option for chicken and pasta. Looks and smells actually really good. It comes with a little salad and a little fruit dessert. And altogether, here's the full meal. After the food came, the flight attendant also gave me a Sprite in a plastic cup. And now let's give this chicken a try. Really soft. It's actually really good. Let's give this a try. It's like pumpkin. And then this very soft zucchini. That's also really good. But let's give this a try. So there's like a little lid on it. Just move it. It looks really good. I don't know what it is, but let's give it a try. Whatever that is, it's actually kind of good. Okay, so the food is great, so why not give this dessert a try? I actually have no idea what it is. It's like yogurt. Here's lunch on the flight back. I got salted caramel ice cream, a salad, and a Coke. This food was actually so much better. And then I also got the pasta. So good. Alright, so the flight attendant has now cleaned out my table. I still have my water left, which I will just save for later. But I think I'm going to wrap this all away and go to sleep. Good night, guys. And good morning, everyone. It is time for breakfast. Here we have a little box. Ooh, a lot of cheese. We have a little egg McMuffin with some wooden cutlery, and then an orange juice. Let's give this a try. Now, this is what I call terrible. It tasted like cardboard and hard and fake cheese. This was just disgusting.
Alright, so we've now begun our final ascent, and now I'd like to rate this flight. All my ratings will be out of 5, and yeah. So first, we'll do the seat. The seat was actually really comfortable, with a lot of cushioning, and the seat reclined a lot. I really liked the footrest and the leg rest. The leg rest was also great. One thing I didn't like is when the person in front of you reclined their seat, and your leg rest and footrest were out. Your feet were hitting the other seat, and it wasn't the most comfortable. Yeah, the seat is really big and soft and cushiony. I really liked it. I'll give the seat a 4 out of 5. Next, we'll do the entertainment system. Delta's entertainment system is so good, and this is not just on this flight, it's on all flights. They have so many movies to choose from, and it actually took me a long time to choose Ford versus Ferrari since there are so many good options. I also like that they have games and live TV. I would also give the entertainment system a 5 out of 5. The next thing would be service, and the service back in Detroit was on the ground and was really nice, and the crew in the air were also really nice and funny, and they were always on their feet. Besides, when we had turbulence, but yeah, service was great. I would also give that a 5 out of 5. Next would be the food.
Okay, so it's getting a bit hard to understand, but I'll just voice it over. The meal service started off great. I mean, the dinner was pretty good. The only thing I did not like was the dessert. I'm not really a big fan of yogurt, but it wasn't that bad. But the breakfast was just terrible, and I mean terrible. So for that reason, the meal service is going to have to get a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, Delta can improve on the meal service on Premium Select by a lot. Last but not least, we have the smoothness of the flight. Now, even though Delta cannot control this, it is a pretty important factor. The beginning of the flight was actually pretty turbulent. They had to stop the meal service, and we couldn't really get up. Throughout the flight, though, it was pretty smooth sailing, and even landing was pretty good. I would give the smoothness of the flight a 4 out of 5. Not bad, Delta. Out of 10, I would give this flight a 7 out of 10. Not bad at all. Now, to answer the question, is Delta Premium Select worth it? The answer is yes, definitely. It is so worth the price or the upgrade on a long-haul flight. You should definitely take it if you get the opportunity. Now enjoy this butter landing into Amsterdam Schiphol International. We would like to thank you for watching Airwaviation and hope to see you guys on the next video. Until then, safe travels.